the Super Bowl, like football's a really complicated game.
It is.
Right. And,
it is.
And a lot of people watch that game, but it's pretty complex.
Yeah, but they've also had training their whole lives and blah, blah, blah.
And when it comes down to it, it's also like one team is going this way, the other is going that way.
Because I still don't even fully understand football.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just like,
boxing is so interesting because it's so simple.
I think, when I watched that video, you also left space for character building, which is something we talked to you about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was advice from us that, like, not to say that that's
no, of course,
at all
go for it.
part of
no,
it.
We'll take
everyone tells me.
Like, there's an element of, when you make space for character building, potentially people click off.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
exactly. I was worried about that before.
I'm not connected to that person. And in that video, I think you successfully pulled that off, where one of the final contestants, it's his daughter's birthday.
I know.
And she comes in and like, he's emotional.
Yeah.
And that was one of the first times where I was like, whoa.
We had a guy who was in a cube for like 7 days. It was his daughter's birthday. And so we brought his daughter in. It hit hard. Yeah.
Did you almost cut that?
No, bro. When I saw that the first time, I literally cried. I was like, oh my gosh. Like in person, I was kind of crying. But when I saw the first cut of the video, I literally, tears came down my cheeks. I was like, oh, I've never felt this way before watching one of our videos.
Wow.
Like even just thinking about it, like I tear up a little bit.
You're getting teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's good. That was a very emotional moment. And so, that video we tested a lot. We tested a little more complex challenges, but we also tested like, screw it. Like people say they want better stories from us. Let's do it. And again, that's where I threw all my like things I normally worry about out the window there. I was like, simplicity. I was like, screw it. We'll be a little complex, and then on the other end, it's like, I'm very, fast. I was like, let's slow it down. Let's build some characters.
Yeah.
That's what people say they want. And they worked. And everyone's like, those are the two reasons we love that video. And so.
Is it like people say they want it in the comments on Twitter, people you trust that are close to you? How does that get?
Almost all around. Like those were some of the bigger criticisms I would get. Cause I always, I call you guys all the time. Just like, I'm telling people, roast my videos. Like even Squid Game, some of the biggest complaints was like, I didn't feel connected to the viewers or to the contestants. Yeah, as much as I'd like to. So the thing is, I've never really gotten good at that. So that's something we've been honing a lot recently. And I love it. So but it's also like, part of it too is I've come to realize like not every video is the same, which is obvious, but it's like, there are videos where storytelling is great, like the 1 through 100 where you have a ton of contestants and you build them up and blah, blah. And so then when people win, you're like, oh my gosh, like I care about this person. This is awesome. Like I love this feeling and I love when their 3-year-old comes in. But then there's videos like the $1 versus $1 billion boat. Like it's not about me. It's about it's about my experience on these boats, but ultimately it's like about these boats. Like that's what they're watching. How cool? What's the difference?
It's our experience of it.
Yeah. But the story is also like, what is the difference between all these boats? And so like that's where